This is the Art Marketing Minute with Eric Rhoads, author of the Amazon best-selling book, Make More Money Selling Your Art. In the Marketing Minute, we answer your questions to help your art career. Brought to you by artmarketing.com, the place to go to learn more about marketing. Now, here's your host, art magazine publisher, Eric Rhoads.
Thank you, Jim Kipping, and thank you for joining us today. I am here. My goal is to eliminate the idea of the starving artist. So let's get right to today's questions. So this is from Ellen Jean Dietrich in Fargo, North Dakota, who says, right now my single biggest marketing challenge is that I am not meeting new customers. Almost all my shows have been canceled and very few came to my last event. What's the best alternative for finding new customers right now? Well, you know, it's a misnomer. New customers are the thing everybody wants to chase. By the way, you probably hear a chainsaw in the background. I apologize for that. The neighbors are cutting down trees. I can't do anything about that. Anyway, we all tend to focus on new business all the time, but the people who bought from you are the best possible people to buy from you, again, because they already have shown that they love your work and they're willing to spend money for it. I would suggest a campaign that really reaches out to past buyers and makes them aware of things that you've done recently, because that's really where the money lies, and probably more than new customers. New customers are a challenge because you got to find them, you got to reach them, you got to sell them, you got to teach them about yourself, then you got to find people that love them. And of course, if you want new customers, the place to go is where there's a deep, rich group of people who love the kind of art that you do, and that's places like Plein Air Magazine or Fine Art Connoisseur, other things like that, where you can find a concentrated group of people who buy art. You can also focus on doing some things locally. Shows will come back, and of course, people start coming to events again. But in the meantime, I would go after existing customers because they're a lot easier to sell. Now, here's a question from Matthew Calaveri in Lincoln, Nebraska, who says, I love to paint nocturnes, but I don't know if there's a specific market for this. If there is, how do I find my way into it? Well, you guys are asking a lot of the same questions, and I think the answer to that is don't look for the market, let the market find you. And if you love to paint nocturnes, then that's what you should paint. And if that's if you're painting for a market, if you're trying to paint because you know people are going to buy Little Red Barns, and you don't love painting Little Red Barns, I highly recommend against it. It's going to show in your work. I remember there was an artist who decided he was going to conquer the Western market, and he started painting all this Western stuff, and you could just tell his heart was not into it. You know, if somebody's heart's into it, you can see it in their work. And so if you love nocturnes, paint nocturnes. You know, Carl Gretzky does paint other things, but he's known as a nocturne guy, and he sells a lot of nocturnes, and a lot of people buy them. So is there a place you can go? Is there like a nocturnes magazine? No, you're going to go after people who love great paintings. And if you find people who love great paintings in certain places, that's where you want to be. You want to be doing art shows. You want to be promoting locally. You want to be promoting nationally. I think every artist should have a local and a national strategy because, you know, let's say that you live, you know, at the time I'm recording this, quarantine is still going on in California, right? So if you can't get out in California, people can't get out in California, that's your only gallery, you got a little bit of a problem, and that's your local market. So, but if you had a gallery in, say, Florida, and Florida's open, then everybody's out and about and business as usual. So you can make sure that you have a local and a national strategy. You have 2 or 3 galleries in 2 or 3 different places where there's stuff that's going to sell, and that will make a big difference. And so rather than trying to find a specific market for nocturnes, somebody asked a question last week about finding a specific market for modern or abstract kind of things, and I kind of had the same answer. You know, abstract is a little bit broader, so you might find a place where you can advertise and get to abstract people, but advertising is key if you really want to get seen. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Thanks for asking about marketing. Well, this has been the Art Marketing Minute with me, Eric Rhoads. My goal in life is to eliminate the idea of the starving artist and to help your dreams actually come true. So if you want to submit questions, simply email eric@artmarketing.com. And to learn more about marketing ideas, you can visit artmarketing.com. Thanks for listening.